Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christy with Ahn Co. It's Wednesday, January 16th. I'm going to go over the markets with you for the day. Very quiet trade in these grain markets. A little bit of a turnaround Tuesday type of mentality. You got that bring back here, anywhere from about steady to 2.5 cents higher across the grain markets. It didn't feel like much of a victory after yesterday's trade, though, just because soybeans really had to fight to stay on the green, and that was a bit disappointing here. We're hovering around that 890, which is a solid support line. We'll be watching that moving forward. Corn market was able to kind of separate itself against the soybean market. You got some friendly ethanol stats this afternoon, and that kind of eased some fears, I think, as a lot of people worry that could be the one dagger to the corn market is just the poor profitability into the ethanol market. So to see those friendly stats, that was helpful. Over to meat markets, you saw new contract highs once again for the February live cattle, so closing about 85 cents higher. And then over to the feeder cattle market, front two contracts a little bit lower, but deferred contracts slightly positive. Biggest red you saw here was the hog market, down just over $2 on that front contract. Came out today that China was probably still looking at increasing their herd size, even though they're battling the problems with African swine fever, and that was a little bit disappointing, as we thought maybe they would come in here and be buying our pork products, but if they're going to continue to try and do it on their own grounds, that's a little bit disappointing. So we saw that reduction here. Outside markets, you had quiet trade for both crude oil and the US dollar. Dow market was up near 300 points. We'll be watching that moving forward. Still no end in sight for the government shutdown. It does sound like USDA, though, is going to open up FSA to help with tax issues. I wonder if that won't open up some payments to some farmers, so that'll be moving forward too. But other than that, we're still dealing with a partial government shutdown that just doesn't look like they have any resolve, which until then we're still dealing with very limited news. When you look at agriculture, you did get a estimate out of Brazil of production level in 117 million metric tons. That's one of the lower estimates, but still not that far off from last year's trade. So another unfriendly stat when you look at fundamentals when it comes to the soybean market. I do have to close with a disclaimer. Trade in futures and options involves risk loss and is not suitable for all producers. Have a great day.